Welcome to this webinar where we're going to answer the question we've all asked ourselves at some point in life. Do I really need to exercise? The answer won't surprise you, but what exercise you do and for how long may. In recent years, researchers have come to new conclusions about how much physical activity we need to see substantial health benefits. Most of us, 80% of Americans, don't get enough movement in our day, one study found. Our health risks increase in direct proportion to how much time we spend each day sitting, lying down, or engaged in other sedentary behavior. The most important thing you can do for your health is to move more during your day and sit less. Before we move on, let's pause and reflect. How much of your day is spent sitting versus moving? Physical activity, and exercise specifically, is one of the few lifestyle choices you can make to substantially improve your quality of life and live longer. A mountain of scientific research backs that up. Getting even minimal amounts of daily physical activity reduces your chances of dying from heart disease, certain cancers, as well as other leading causes of death. Many of us were taught that to get these benefits, we had to work out in a prescribed way for a sustained period of time. But in recent years, scientific research has found that moving in shorter spurts throughout the day can provide some of the same health benefits. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the American College of Sports Medicine now recommend that adults get 30 minutes of physical activity most days, and that 30 minutes can be spread throughout the day. Getting that minimum of 2.5 hours of physical activity a week lowers your risk of premature death by 33%. That's according to the latest physical activity guidelines for Americans, which pulls together the latest scientific findings and research about health and wellness. You don't have to run a marathon to get those benefits, but there are certain types of activity that will support your health more than others. You'll notice I'm using the term physical activity as well as exercise, but they're not interchangeable terms. Physical activity encompasses a broad range of movement that supports health. Exercise is a type of physical activity that is planned, structured, and repetitive. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator is physical activity, but not exercise. Playing on a trampoline is a physical activity, but not exercise. When you think about getting that recommended minimum 2.5 hours of movement each week, you can add in all types of physical activity and you will improve your health. If you can move for 5 hours a week or an hour most days, you'll give yourself an even bigger health boost. But to really get big health benefits, you need exercise. Getting enough exercise can slow or altogether stop chronic conditions, including cardiovascular disease such as heart attack, stroke, and heart failure, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, dementia and Alzheimer's disease, anxiety, and depression. Health goes beyond lacking illness. To be healthy is to be able to enjoy life fully and to show resilience when we are challenged. Resilience is our ability to bounce back from setbacks. Exercise plays a crucial role in different ways. Certain types of exercise contribute to bone health and overall physical function. This can improve our quality of life by enabling us to do everyday activities like walking upstairs, gardening, or carrying a child. With age, we lose bone density, so adding in muscle strengthening exercises can slow that loss. Different types of exercise can also improve balance, which helps prevent falls. It can support our sleep cycle, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep for longer periods with a better overall quality of sleep. Movement can improve mental cognition, how we perform on tests, our attention and memory, as well as mental processing speed. And of course, exercise supports our healthy weight goals. Each of us needs different types and amounts of physical activity to maintain a healthy weight. Getting enough movement for your body, combined with healthy eating habits, is proven to stabilize your weight and reduce the chances of obesity. Exercise is a broad category, so let's talk about the types of exercise that are most effective: aerobic activity and muscle strengthening. Aerobic exercise is anything that gets the heart pumping. Examples include brisk walking, biking, running, swimming. Muscle strengthening is anything that forces the body's muscles to work against applied force. That might be lifting weights, using resistance straps, or even climbing a tree. As a general rule, research has found that you'll get the biggest benefits from 2.5 to 5 hours of moderate intensity aerobic activity spread throughout the week, and 30 minutes of muscle strengthening involving all major muscle groups on 2 or more days a week. Balance and flexibility are also important. Balance helps prevent falling, which becomes more important as we age. A recent study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that the ability to balance is a bigger predictor of life expectancy than aerobics, muscle strength, or flexibility. Flexibility improves joint mobility and enables a fuller range of movement for everyday activities. So far, we've touched on broad guidelines for adults. But let's start to break down what types of exercise will support you most, depending on how active you currently are. It's important to increase your level of physical activity gradually. When we do too much too soon, we add to the risk of injury to bones, muscles, and joints. If you haven't been moving much during your day, begin with light intensity movement, and you might work up to 30 minutes a day. You could start by walking for 5 minutes several times a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Gradually increase that to walking for 10 minutes, 3 times a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Then slowly increase your walking speed. Walking is an easy exercise to start and sustain, and it's low risk. In addition to walking or other light intensity movement, add in muscle strengthening. Start with 1 day a week with light or moderate intensity. Increase slowly up to 2 days a week. Then slowly increase the intensity. This could be with light weights or gentle or beginner yoga or Pilates, which can be strengthening and provide light intensity aerobic movement. If you already move during your day, but you don't have a steady exercise routine, you could start with moderate or even vigorous movement. Moderate intensity aerobics is any movement where you can talk, but you can't sing. So this could be hiking, spinning, brisk walking, active types of yoga such as hatha, vinyasa, or ashtanga. Plan to exercise for 30 minutes during your day, 5 days a week. Once you feel comfortable, you can increase the time you spend exercising each day to 1 hour. Alternately, you can step up the intensity. If you do vigorous intensity aerobics, you can do it for shorter times and get the same health benefits as you will with moderate intensity aerobics. Vigorous intensity aerobics is generally moving at a pace where you can't say more than a few words without taking a breath. So think jogging or running, spinning, high-intensity interval training. HIIT has been shown to be particularly beneficial to those who are at a higher risk for cardiovascular disease or who experience type 2 diabetes or obesity. And for those of you who already have a regular exercise routine, you can increase your health benefits by lengthening the time you spend working out or by increasing the intensity. Or you can spend less time sitting or stationary. For the super athletes among us, keep inspiring us. If you're looking to make additional gains, increase your activity level by doing a variety of activities. So for example, if you're a runner, you might add in yoga or stretching. No matter how intense your workout or how long you've been exercising, being consistent is key to reaping health benefits. So build it into your schedule. Make exercise a habit. The amazing thing about exercise is we don't have to wait long to feel better. We start to experience health benefits right away. Immediately after physical activity, people tend to experience less anxiety, lower blood pressure, and improved sleep. You may also have more focus and other cognitive benefits. After a few months, you might have improved cardiorespiratory capacity, more muscle strength, and depression may start to lift. After a longer period of time, you may slow or delay the progression of hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases. And get this, these health benefits are seen whether you run a 9-minute mile or not. It's kind of like a participation trophy. You get the benefit of better health simply for showing up. So we've gone over a lot of information. Let's review some key takeaways. Consistent, moderate to vigorous physical activity reduces the risk of leading causes of death and of developing chronic health conditions. Some activity is better than no activity. For most health conditions, you benefit more as you increase the length of your workout, the frequency, and the intensity. Most adults get substantial health benefits from exercising 2.5 to 5 hours in total a week. Both aerobic and strength training benefit health. One last thing. The secret to getting any of these health benefits is to show up for yourself and do the work, even when you don't want to. Start by prioritizing exercise in your life. Put it on your calendar. Plan for it. The biggest obstacle most of us face is finding time for it. The other major challenge is a lack of motivation. So you might find a workout buddy or a group class that helps to motivate you and hold you accountable. And then celebrate your wins. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. You can find ways to reach us on your screen. We look forward to next time.